Hello. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content or if you know someone that would benefit from this channel. The title of the message today or the video today will be mental health in 2024. Because we know this is a very important election, a call for understanding and action. So the title of this video is, what we are discussing today is mental health in 2024 election, a call for understanding and action. Again, thank you for everyone joining me today. As we head into the 2024 election, we face a crucial moment, not only for the direction of our nation, but for the mental health for millions of Americans. You may personally know someone, like I personally know many people that are dealing with mental illness. And we know that this election year has been really stressful. Now let's discuss why it matters. Mental health has long been overlooked in the political discourse. Yet the policies we enact impact access to care. It may block a lot of people from getting care or just overlooked. The resources and the well-being of Americans from all walks of life. You don't have to be poor. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be in good health, bad health. Mental health can strike anyone at any time. It can just be overwhelming. And we know that today life is really stressful. We have everything coming, at us from the left, the right, the front, the back. It can be overwhelming. So our goals are, so I want to discuss the importance of prioritizing mental health in our political landscape, because we have all these ads and all these candidates saying this and what they're going to do. And as I say, it can play a part on our mental health wellness, how well we are and how we are taking everything in. And it says the current challenges we face and why the 2024 election can and should be a turning point for the mental health policy in America. So we know that a lot of things, if we do not choose the right candidate, a lot of things are going to just vanish. They're going to go away. So that's why it is very important that we make our voice heard through our vote. Just don't sit home and not vote. Weigh the pros and the cons. Compare the candidates. How would you want to raise your child? How would you want your grandchildren, to be raised in America? Think about that. Your morals, your values, standards. Think about those things when you're voting. And it says the state of mental health in America, statistics and impact. Mental health challenges are at an all-time high, with nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults experiencing mental illness each year. The past 5 years have amplified this with rising stress from economical uncertainty, political divisions, and societal challenges. We know, as we said, we have the cost of living, wages aren't going up, America seems divided, you have the candidates going at one another. So we as Americans have a lot that we're dealing with. And just trying to decide or trying to take care of your family, making sure that they have everything that they need in these days and time, that can be overwhelming right there. We're not even talking about the other things. So again, when you're casting that vote, think about your family, your children, or your grandchildren, your niece, nephews. Think about your loved ones. How do you want them to be raised in America? How do you want them to live in America? You want it to be a free America? Think about that. So, and again, it says access to care, and that's another thing that's very important. Are we going to have access to care? Access to mental health care remains a significant challenge. In 2022, it was reported that over half of U.S. adults with mental illness went untreated. And I can say, yes, that's true, because some people, they don't realize, they know something is wrong with them. They have these thoughts of, maybe hurting themselves, or maybe they're feeling so depressed about their job, they're not making enough money to support themselves, or, just take care of their financial needs. Or they, their livelihood, they're just taking care of themselves with everything that they need in this life. And housing doesn't make it any better, because the cost of housing has gone up. So people in general, and especially the young people, they have a lot to deal with. They have a lot to deal with. It's America, I hate to say, hasn't dealt them a very good hand to play with here right now. I mean, it's just difficult with the cost of everything. When I think about it, college, when they graduate from college, then they can't find a job, not even in their field. Then they have to take a job with maybe less, way less pay, and they're not making enough money to pay their student loans back. They're not making enough money to be living, not to live on their own. Sometimes they have to live with their parents, save up money. It's just, a lot. It's just a lot to deal with when you're just starting out. And as it says, we know that a lot of Americans went untreated. Now, I know this is true because I've seen some people that they don't even know that they may be bipolar, or you say, I don't know why I have these thoughts, but I'm having these thoughts of, hurting myself. I just don't want to be here anymore. And I'm saying to myself, they are in a depression state here. They having thoughts of hurting themselves. They don't want to, go on. They don't want to live anymore. So maybe someone that's having thoughts like this. They know something is going on with them, but they can't put their hands on it, or they have not been diagnosed with mental illness, but they know that they cannot you know, shake this feeling or these thoughts that are coming into their minds and causing them to do things to harm themselves. Okay? So it says this often stems from lack of, again, affordable care, stigma, or shortage of mental health workers. Okay? So, mental health providers. All right, say despite increased awareness, the stigma still discourages many people from seeking help. Why do we think that is? It's because people may feel embarrassed or they may feel like, oh, they feel ashamed. Okay? Public figures addressing their mental health challenges has helped let people know that guess what? We all feel this way. We're not always on cloud 10. There are some days we may be on cloud 5. You know, not everybody is up every day, but that doesn't mean you have thoughts of, ending your life or hurting yourself. So public figures addressing their mental health challenges has helped, but there is still far to go in normalizing mental health discussions and treatments. Okay, so the more we talk about it, um, I think that will help. And this can be a safe space where you can come and share, you know, what you think we should talk about next. Or it's something or a story you just want to share. It may help someone else. You know, it may help someone else. And as you say, we have a lot of older people, seniors that deal with health also because sometimes when you get older, the family members um, they just don't attend to them or check on the loved ones like they should. It's like they just forget about them. It's not forget about them, but some of them is just life just gets so busy. They just don't make the time. They just don't make the time. And we have to make time for our loved ones. Make sure we check on them, call them, make sure that they're okay. If they need anything, just to hear the voice, or just for them to hear your voice. You're just thinking about them. Let them know that you love them. You're thinking about them. You're checking on them, making sure they're okay. And here it says we're going to talk about the mental health and the political climate. Oh, wow. This is a big one. I'm not going to touch on everything on this, but just some pointers here. It says the polarization in the U.S. has led to heightened stress, anxiety, and even anger. Studies show that the majority of Americans report feeling emotionally impacted by the current political climate, and I wonder why. It's just so much going on, so much slander of the candidates, just so much hate. Everybody just, oof. It's just, it makes you feel really sad. Like, what has America come to, And then it says, the it says during the election cycles, people experience election stress disorder. Now, I would say yes, that's true, because they worry, they don't get enough sleep, they fear about the future. Political ads and news coverage often amplify their fears, intensifying existing mental health issues for many. Social media's role, okay, here we go. Social media role is a key player in elections. We see the ads all over social media. It has a political, or it has the potential to either harm or help mental health. On the other hand, it provides community and support. It can lead to anxiety. Oh, wow. Misinformation. Oh, that's a big one, that misinformation. Because a lot of things sometimes that is posted on social media, we already know that it is not true. It is not true. And it's just to place fear in people, to place fear. And it, emotional exhaustion. So some people can be emotionally exhausted. And sometimes I even feel that way, like, oh wow, I just have to take a break from social media because it can be overwhelming. It really can. You know, you just have to take a break. So make sure if you think you need a break, do a detox. Hey, I'm not going on social media for a week. If you, I've known some people just do away with social media for a month. You know, it's up to you. How do you feel? How you feel? You want to feel better, and you look at these ads and everything that's going um, on social media. You know, take a step back from it, and you know, I'm pretty sure that may help. It always helps me. And then it says the role of policy in mental health. Policies directly impact mental health access, but mental health often takes a back seat to other issues in political platforms. So we already know that they usually push this on the back burner. This is concerning given the increased demand and need for services. Because now we know that when police officers are called to a scene, or a person calls for help, and often that person of color, and it's a person of color, I'm just being truthful about it, usually it ends in that person being, you know, shot, being shot or being hurt, or, the death of that person. And I think we need to maybe invest more money into anyone that's serving the public, train them on how to deal with people that are having a mental health crisis. In 2024, the election candidates have the chance to make mental health a priority by addressing key areas, improving access, increasing funding, and combating stigma. Legislative support for mental health programs can change lives. It certainly can, because if we have the right policies in place, it can make a difference with the way people are treated, making sure they're getting the care that they need, things like that. And we're going to encourage comprehensive policy. Voters can ask candidates about their mental health policies. Okay, and it says healthcare should include mental health care. I believe it should also. I don't think that, I'm not sure, but a lot of the policies don't include that. I may be wrong, so correct me. If so, they have a small area in there for that. It says comprehensive health care should include mental health care, whether through expanded Medicaid support for mental health programs, or policies that make mental health care accessible to vulnerable populations, meaning people that are that cannot afford mental health care or health care. I think they should have policies in place that they can get the care that they need. And it says what we can do moving forward. Okay, you can support mental health as a voting issue. Consider mental health as a crucial voting issue and ask candidates where they stand. Our vote can support policies that improve access to mental health services, invest in research, and combat mental health stigma. Make sure you have community engagement. Mental health care extends beyond policy. By supporting mental health resources in our communities, we reduce stigma, create environments where mental health is recognized as essential to overall well-being. And then we want to make sure we keep an open dialogue. Mental health should be an open, bipartisan conversation. If we can reduce stigma at a national level, we can create lasting change and support people in getting the care they need. Excuse me. In conclusion, as we move forward, let's prioritize mental health in our discussions, our votes, especially our votes in our community. The 2024 election can be a turning point if we make mental health a central issue. Thank you for listening. Let's work together to create a future where mental health is valuable, supported, and accessible to all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.